In today's video, I'm going to show a quick overview of my food plot. We decided to go disc right here, and we're going to plant some more beans right here, even though it's a little bit later in the year than we should. But it'll give the deer some good browse to eat if they ever get hungry. It widens up out there, as you can see, and we're going to plant some beans out here. It adds about probably an acre to our food plot. Just gives us something to do. This dirt is not very good for beans, as you can see. We planted those about a month ago. They should be about at least higher than our knees. I wish this ground was more fertile. We probably need to put some fertilizer out here, and that would help them, but we haven't gotten our hands on it. As you can see, we're hooking this thing up to the disc, and it's gonna allow us to smooth out the dirt while we're disking. So I just got off the tractor. I let my grandpa get on. While they covered up the beans, I was disking over there. Well, not covered, throw out the beans, and then I covered up the beans. I'm gonna walk over here and see how the beans that we planted over here are looking. And earlier, while I walked over here, we saw a rabbit. He actually was pretty friendly. He didn't run off. We got about 5 foot from him, and then he just hopped away, not skittish or anything. As you can tell, these beans are doing pretty well. I got me a Dr. Pepper to drink while I'm off the tractor for a minute. I'm guessing this right here is a little bit of like a deer trail, but we have beans planted all the way down there. I got the limb saw the other day and cut down some of these trees right over here. And yeah, but walking through here, you can see some deer tracks. When it gets muddy, it looks like the deer disted up the ground. That's how many deer we have out here. Well, not really how many, it's how they act. That's what it would look like. We have about 9 does and about, I don't know how many bucks. We haven't seen as many bucks as last year, but we still have a few. We're probably gonna disc around all of this greenery, or we might leave it for the rabbits. Like I said, I would like to hunt the rabbits. While we drove out here, I didn't have my camera, but there was some quail just sitting over there. Hopefully we can get to where we can hunt some of them. I know there's some doves out here, so we can probably hunt them. There's that okra, looking pretty good and green. Hope it comes up. Like I said, this ground is not that fertile. It's okay. Walking over here. Right over there is where we saw that rabbit. He probably isn't over there, but I just know that's where we saw a rabbit. We planted some beans in this ground. I don't know if they're swelling up and gonna sprout. I think we saw one that was. Over here is our corn and my trail camera. I decided to move it. I'll walk over there. Ground's looking pretty good. I know it looked like a 7-point came over. I just threw all of this corn out. You can see it sprinkled throughout there. And there's some swamp chomp right there. They tore that up. Well, and then just you can see all this corn. We just poured out a 50-pound bag of corn just to let them eat it, so we don't have to come back and every 2 days to refill their dietary needs. They do browse on browse. Like they ate all of our soybeans. Like they ate the tops off of them. I know that. We're hoping to put that deer stand right there. It's laying on the ground right there. But that's where we're gonna put the deer stand. And yeah. My grandpa was on the tractor and he came by over here and he said that he saw a 5-point jump out of the weeds somewhere over there. I think that's what he said. I couldn't hear over the loud noise. I'm gonna go see if I can hop on the tractor with him. As I sometimes ride on the fender while he's driving the tractor. So I'm gonna go see. I'm about done with my Dr. Pepper. I just put my drone in the air to see if I could see that deer. I might add it into the video if it's good enough quality. If it's not added in, you know why. It's not good enough. It has to be the best. But let me see if I can get on the tractor, and if I can, I'll give a good time lapse. So here I am putting the drone up into the air. There goes my grandpa on the tractor. I was on the tractor earlier that day. All of this right here is beans. And that's how far down we shoot with that deer stand that's right there. We can also shoot over to the side, which is the left side. And you can see how the beans congregated on the closer to the deer stand. Coming through here on the right side, you can see there's an old levee that's right there. It's because years ago, my grandpa and his dad tried to flood this place and use it as duck hunting land. Right there's those beans that look sort of better than the other ones. And right over there is where we have been disking, and we already planted the beans. And you can see how far our food plot extends through out here. But overall, there is too many shrubbery bushes, and we're going to cut down that area right there. And that's where the deer stand is going to be, in that big oak tree. It's not the good oak tree, it's one of the bad oak trees. one pro about the shrubbery over here, and it's that how good it conceals the deer. There's nothing else good about the shrubbery. That's why we were tearing it down in that time lapse that I just did. I'm about to go walk over there and show you how much that we did until we had to leave because my brother was in the truck. So we just cut down that much on either side until we had to quit. But the disc works pretty well chopping it up. We could hook up to the bush hog. It just, this stuff is a little bit too big for the bush hog. We only had one problem once, and the disc got stopped up with all this shrubbery right here and a big pile of it. So we had to pick it up a few times and try to roll it through it. But as you can tell, that is a big pile that got stuck in the disc. Almost the whole entire size of the disc. We have one big stump that we have to worry about that's over here, and a pine tree, as you can see right there. Pine trees can be, we're gonna have to cut it down. Those pine trees are also not good for out here. But that stump right there is our problem, if you can see it. So, I don't know what it was. I guess it was some type of tree or something. But you can see how big it is at the bottom. And it might tear up the tractor if you run it over. But we should be fine, as we have been running over some shrubs that were that size. As the tractor acts as a ram and just pushes over the shrubs. And then the disc chops it up. And then, yeah. So we'll have to go over this about 400 more times to get it good and good looking. But this should work out to where we can plant some biologic or turnips or something out here. Maybe next year plant some sweet corn or something. And then every once in a while I'll come out here, pick it, throw it out for the deer or something. I don't know. But that's how good that is doing. And we'll come back over here next time I'm over. I have to go back home for about a few days because my parents are back in town. But yeah, it's doing pretty well. I expect those beans to come out pretty good looking. Maybe they will do good. I don't think they're gonna make anything because we planted it so late, but it should be fine. So, hope y'all have a great day. Make sure you like and subscribe and look out for more content.